tune in to what lights you up and take one baby step towards it, one baby step. And don't worry if it's not the same as what you thought it would be. Don't worry if you have to pivot a little bit, but take the next baby step after that.
Welcome to the Jane and Layton Show. This podcast is for you, the person who keeps putting others first. Your self-talk has held you back. You no longer need to take a second seat. Let's explore ways to overcome self-doubt. You can silence that inner bully voice and achieve your full potential. Here's your host, Jane.
Welcome to the show, friend. My new best friend, Lisbet, is with us today, and we are going to have an enlightening day. Have you ever felt like you're just sticking yourself on the back burner and that your needs come last? Did you know you don't have to live that way? I know we're busy. We have a lot to do, and a lot of people count on us, our employees, our spouses, our children, our friends, our parents. But it is time that we can take care of ourselves. And Lisbeth's going to help us with that. But before we get started, we're going to get a quick word from our sponsor. When we come back, Lisbeth, help me. We'll be right back.
This is Adam Adams, co-founder of Optimized LLC, where we take the guesswork out of your health. If you're feeling exhausted, struggling with weight, or just not feeling yourself anymore, your hormones might be the problem. And that's why we test, not guess. Analyzing your blood work to pinpoint exactly what's holding you back. At Optimized LLC, we help you rebalance your hormones, boost energy, and reclaim your life. Don't settle for normal. Aim for optimized. Just go to optimized.com to book your free introductory coaching call. It's a free call to help you take the first step toward feeling your best.
All right. I want to get off that back burner. I am really, really tired of just simmering while everybody else get boil and live their full life. So help me get off that back burner.
Well, first, it helps to recognize that you're on the back burner because sometimes we're in that go, go, go mode. And that's actually encouraged in the society. It's a badge of honor to be so busy you can't even hear your own thoughts. So it's about taking a moment of peace for yourself, getting quiet, and then realizing, whoa, is this the life I want to be leading? Is it fulfilling enough? And if it's not, taking the steps to go, maybe even a baby step towards your dream, towards something that lights you up. Because as the inspirational speaker Lisa Nichols says, don't give from your cup, give from your saucer, from your overflow.
Oh, I like that. That's a good way to put it. It's what I don't need, you can have. Not everything I need and then some. Sometimes I feel like I am a car and I need to fill up with gas, but I don't have time. So I walk by, I go up to the gas station, I put in a nickel, and then I go. And guess what? I have to stop again. And then I have to stop again because I only have time to put a nickel in at a time, but it doesn't get me very far.
Right. You need that time for yourself. A lot of people feel, especially women, they feel like it's selfish to take that time for themselves, but really they're role modeling for others, for their kids, for their coworkers, for their friends, that it's okay to give yourself permission to take that time, even if it's just a moment to take 3 deep breaths and say, what's the most loving thing I can do for myself next?
I don't think I've thought that in a long time. It's like, oh, what do I need to get off my plate? But what can I do for me? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then the next part of that, if you can, is what would light me up to do, even if for 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
What if I have not done me for so long, I can't even think of what would light me up?
That's where a lot of times you have to get clear on yourself. Take away all that has been placed on you, all the expectations that have been placed on you. Maybe just take a little walk in nature. You know, there's something I've recommended for kids, but you can do it as a family. You can do it as an adult, just on your own. It's a color walk. You pick a color before you go out of the house. Don't pick green. But, and then you look for that color throughout your walk. So your mind is diverted from the dry cleaning you have to pick up and what you're going to cook for dinner and the 50 million other things. You are just focused on looking for that color. And so that's like a mind quieting activity. And sometimes that's where you need to go first. And the other thing is think of what lit you up as a child. What gave you joy?
It's a really good place to start because it's been a while for some of us when we've actually thought about what makes us happy. I remember being a kid and jumping off the fireplace hearth playing Superman. That was really a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hey,
So maybe I need to get a hearth.
There's trampoline parks now or skydiving. But, sometimes if you're really, really stuck, you can even ask friends and family, what do you remember that I used to like to do? Especially if you've really been going through a lot of stress, just taking the quiet time or asking someone else can jog your memory and then go try those things. Sometimes we outgrow the things we love and sometimes we don't. We just don't remember the things we loved.
And if you can't think of anything and nobody can remember a fun you can always experiment. You can always go try something. It's like, well, maybe it's bowling or golfing or laying down in the grass and watching the clouds. It's got to be something, but you could try it.
Right. And it might lead you to another thing. You might go take a watercolor class online or something and meet someone who does glass blowing. And suddenly you're trying glass blowing. You didn't even know it existed, but you met someone and talked about it. So sometimes it's like following the breadcrumbs. You start out with one thing and realize, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to jump off the fireplace anymore as an adult. Wow, this sport over here, this frisbee golf or whatever, that sounds like fun.
There's a lot of people play in. Oh, I don't even, whatever that new tennis ball game is without a tennis ball.
Pickleball.
I haven't tried it yet, and my sister loves it. I was like, well, one of these days I'm going to try it. But there's so many things you can try. And when they're a fad or cool, like pickleball is right now, there's everywhere you can find it. But maybe you just like the quiet meditation.
Yeah. There's something for everyone. And the more you take the steps towards whatever it is you like, whether it's just a fun hobby or whether it really is something that may turn into a side hustle or career when you're retired from your corporate, happier you're going to be. And so are the people around you. So it's going to benefit and have that ripple effect.
That idea of what it can do for you after you retire, because I love to do crafts. I quit doing it because I don't have anywhere to put them to do. I don't need any more in my house, but I could sell them maybe in 10 years. Maybe they'd be dated by then.
Or you could teach people how to make them. I went to a wonderful adult education class after I got married where she taught us every week how to make a different ornament for the Christmas tree.
Oh, what a fun Christmas tree that would be with all the different kinds.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with this experimenting, first I'm going to sit back, I'm going to reflect what used to make me happy. And it might not be, so maybe it was jumping off a hearth and you try it today and you go, not for me anymore. So then we go for the experimenting. And then as we settle into it, do we just start doing it all the time or carving out time? But what is the next step once I've identified that thing?
Well, it's a whole framework. So it actually starts with making sure and well, this sounds a little out there, but you're in your own energy. And it's not really that out there because if you walk into a room where there's been an argument, even if no one's saying anything, you can feel that. And it gets on you. And so it's like walking in mud and then not cleaning off your boots. So you want to kind of be clear of other people's ideas and things they've put on you and get into your own energy. And then you want to calm your nervous system, which I think everybody needs these days with all that's going on in the world. We want to calm down and quiet that monkey mind that may be either telling you you need to be doing this and you need to be doing that and you should have been there 10 minutes ago. And like, just relax and then tune in. Okay, what do I want to do? What's most loving for me? And what do I want to pursue? And then it's about kind of asking for a sign or tuning into yourself and seeing, is this lighting me up or is there a different version of this? And just to give you an example, one of the things I did when I was going through a really rough period where a lot of loved ones had passed was I threw myself into gluten-free baking. In part because there were such terrible products out there and I needed to be gluten-free, and in part to distract myself and because I enjoy baking. And I really, really went for that. And then I went for almost vegan cooking. I was going to teach people, have a cooking show. I got 90% of my website done. I even did 6 episodes of a cooking show for a family group. And I really didn't like it. I really, really didn't like it. And I realized I started talking to coaches and saying, I want to put this spirituality piece in there. I want to put this bit in there because I do some things in addition to the cooking. And every coach told me no. And then one person said, what do you want to do? Do you want to do the cooking with the thing, or do you want to do something with spirituality or metaphysical tools or just mindset? And I took a moment and I realized it was the mindset thing, the personal development. I wanted to share so many tools and techniques that I have that can make life seem so much easier and more fun. And the minute I did that, I decided to write a journal. And while I was in the midst of that, I wrote a course. While I was in the midst of that, I told someone about the course. She said, oh, I'd love to take that. So I taught it. It was like, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, how fun. When you find that thing that lights you up, you shine and other people see it. And, you can see the difference when you were talking about cooking versus, the spiritual methods. And just the smile was on your face, and I was like, yes, it lights you up and that attracts other people. So as we find our spot, as we find what we love, it's going to shine.
Yeah. And other people will be inspired, hopefully, like that teacher. If you ever had a teacher in school that was so passionate about the subject that they taught. I had one English teacher who actually stood on her desk a couple of times to make a point. But she was memorable, and people loved her.
Oh, she wouldn't like that today. When you talk about doing some of these things and getting out of this old habit, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to need a magic wand to do that because I don't know all the steps or if I can even let go of that monkey mind that I've got all these things to do. And so, what are some of those magical tips that could keep us out of that? We looked at colors. I liked that because that definitely refocuses your brain, as you're walking down the street instead of going into that do, what do I got to do when I get home mode. It's like, oh, where's all the red things or where's all the yellow things? Or, that would be fun. But are there other little fun things we could do too?
Sure. And just remember that you have the magic wand. Your thoughts and your feelings are like the magic wand. They're like the architects of your future. So what I do with people is help them to shift their mindset and shift in but even before that, as I was talking about calming the nervous system, one of the best things you can do is straw breath, which is just you inhale like you're sipping through a straw, and then you exhale, pursing your lips like you're blowing bubbles in your chocolate milk. So just inhale. You can inhale just through your nose and then just blow out. They've actually found that it can lower blood pressure to
Oh,
do that. And another way of calming is just to breathe in for a count of 4. It doesn't matter whether it's through your mouth or nose, and breathe out through a count of 6 or a count of 6. So a longer exhalation will be more calming. But I do a lot with belief clearing. Some people do affirmations. I like the idea of doing a little tweak on an affirmation,
okay.
which is instead of saying, I am wealthy, when you know that you have $10 in your bank account, you say, why am I so wealthy? Why am I so wealthy? Why am I so healthy? Why am I so happy? Because your mind that would fight against the I'm wealthy because I know I'm not, it doesn't have anything to grab onto there. So apparently it lets it go. It lets it be. But another thing I do is have people look for miracles and expect them. It's just look for either signs that you're on the right track or just something that's amazing. Like, oh, you really want to go on a trip to Italy, and all of a sudden there's something in your inbox about a trip to Italy at a discounted rate or whatever. Or you really want to take that watercolor class, and all of a sudden there's a catalog that comes in the mail for adult evening education and offers all kinds of art classes. Just kind of noticing the synchronicities, because what you focus on grows. Just like when you focus on fear, it gets worse. But if you focus on the really cool things happening, they grow too. You will find more and more. It's like picking strawberries. Oh, there's one. There's a ripe one. There's a ripe one.
You know, it makes me think about when I bought a truck. And I thought, I don't see very many of these on the road. I already had the kind of car I used to drive, so I'm going to drive a truck. And the next thing I know, all I saw on the road was trucks. And now, so it does. I mean, it makes it, because it is part of your awareness now, instead of oblivious to what you're looking at. And so picking those things to be aware of does bring them into your mind more often.
Yes. And then you start to feel like you're a magnet for that. You're a magnet for the miracles. And that really helps. And then to even accentuate it further, you can write them down at night. Anything that you write down, actually old school, pen and paper, but you can, on your computer. Anything that you write with your hand on paper, it actually makes more of a brain connection. They found that scientifically. So keeping that list of the synchronicities and things you're grateful for brings more and more in. It's amazing what it can do for your just overall mindset and well-being.
I like that. We're towards the end of our recording session. We are here at Potapalooza. We're having fun. So the information about you is in the show notes, but would you share with our friend a little bit about you, what you do, and how to get a hold of you?
Sure. My name is Lisbet Pawlowski. I am a transformational coach. I do group programs and one-on-one, helping people to tune into their intuition and go for their passions, go for their dreams. Again, especially those who shelved their dreams for whatever reasons, and to live a fulfilling life because of that. You can reach me at info@magicallife.vip. but I will also be giving Laura Jane a URL for a free gift. It's a dream momentum checklist so that you can take baby steps. There are daily suggestions and weekly suggestions, and you can make little progress towards your dreams every day so that hopefully you too have a fulfilling life. And if something doesn't resonate, don't worry. Don't do that one. But there are plenty of suggestions there.
So since our friend is just starting on this journey, what's that one first step?
Tune in to what lights you up and take one baby step towards it. One baby step. And don't worry if it's not the same as what you thought it would be. Don't worry if you have to pivot a little bit, but take the next baby step after that.
I love it. That's perfect. Thank you so much for your time and your energy today. I love your so sweet spirit. It's just so calm. It's like, oh, I love you.
Thank you.
This has been great. Hey, friend, we are not medical or mental licensed professionals. We're here for entertainment. People that have found a way to smooth our own path and want to reach out to you and help you smooth your path too. So thank you for joining, and share the episode with a friend and help them find their way, their magical wand back to living their most fulfilled life and getting off that back burner. Have a great day.
Are you tired of waking up exhausted? You are not alone. If you're looking to take your life back, let's start with the simple step of adjusting your self-talk. Stay tuned for the next episode with your host, Laura Jane. Remember to follow the show so you don't miss a next simple step that you can use to feel more confident. And please leave an honest review.